Finally, when the doctors finished up with you, I told them about what happens when you sleep. They figured someone should be here watching you just so the heated blanket or the hemo, whatever it's called, doesn't float away. I volunteered. It was beautiful. The books spinning toward the ceiling, the cabinets opening and closing in sync, the chair I sat in floating around like some sort of hover car. All of it. Um, It's become a bit of a habit watching you sleep, peeking in your bedroom when I pass through the hallway, seeing what your subconscious does with your surroundings at night. I try to stop myself. I should stop myself, but I can't. Oh, I'm not getting at anything. I just always wanted to tell you that, and it felt like a good time. Welcome back, by the way. You were out cold for 2 days. Your powers started doing their thing about 3 hours ago, and they took that as a sign you'd be waking up soon. I'm glad they were right. How are you feeling? Not cold, I hope. The town. It's saved. No casualties, only 3 hospitalizations. Well, that weird henchman was the first. The one Charlie did a number on. He gave me his confession 5 hours ago. There was the dog walker who got her leg frozen. She wanted to thank you personally for flying her to an ambulance. And, of course, you. Right, the lake. It's being melted as we speak. They're working on recovering what remains of the bomb. Do you have anything else to ask? No, we haven't found her yet. She's likely in hiding, thinking of her next plot. Any other questions? Anything at all? No, not about me, not about any of the team, not about the situation or the villain or whatever. Do you have any questions about yourself, dummy? Your recovery, how long you'll be here, all that. I don't have a lot of the answers, but I was hoping you would at least try to ask questions this time instead of trying to rush through it as fast as possible again. Yeah, you're alive, but you nearly froze to death. Doesn't that strike you as important? I mean, you've been in a hospital how many times by now? And you never ask about your own injuries. Yes, it bothers me. It's not normal. I see superheroes like us hospitalized all the time, and the first questions are, how bad is it? Or when can I get back out in the field? Before moving on to other stuff. But with you, it's nothing. It's all the other stuff. never never mind. I'm just being I'm just tired. I haven't gotten any sleep. I'll go tell the front desk you're awake. Fine. That's all you have to say. Fine. No, forget it. I'm not leaving. Not until I finally talk some sense into you. Do you remember what happened before you were hospitalized? before that. After the call, but before the explosion, on the field when the team assembled, Rebecca did her usual thing of running all those calculations through her big head and telling us every strategy she could think of, and I remember a lot of them. Danica could have canceled out the ice with flames. Gregory could have phased inside the bomb and found out what made it tick. You could have telekinetically covered the bomb with whatever was around and let that cover the blast. Hell, I could have just grown really big and dunked it in the lake like a basketball. But no, you insisted on telling us to evacuate everyone else while you dealt with the bomb using the last strategy she came up with. You picked it up with your powers, putting so much unnecessary stress on your mind, and threw it in the lake. Except, that's not all you did. You said it wasn't deep enough. You said you had to go in yourself so that you could push it down as far as possible. You did save everyone, except for yourself. You were so close to... While I was waiting for any kind of news about you, I kept thinking back. And then I realized this wasn't the first time this had happened. Dr. Deathly's artificial volcano. You stood 100 feet closer to it than Rebecca demanded. The monster of Montreal. She suggested you provide covering fire while I fought the thing head on, and instead you went all up in its gigantic face and almost got eaten. I could go on and on. It seems like every time there's a massive threat to the city, you always get closer than you need to. You always get reckless, but never in a way that puts other people in danger. Just you. Only you. Explain yourself. No. Saying that's what heroes do isn't cutting it, because I'm a hero too, and so is everyone else on the team. We don't do any of this. That doesn't add up either. If it was really all about saving as many people as possible, you'd use your telekinesis for evacuation and let us deal with the big threat. Unless you don't have faith in us. Is that it? Do you think you're just better at handling the big threats than your weak teammates? I figured you didn't feel that way. You've told me yourself that you think I'm stronger than you. You've praised the team, you've helped us out. If you didn't believe in us, I feel like we'd know. But that just leaves me with more questions. What is this? What makes you put yourself on the line when you don't need to? You're not stupid. I know you know what you're doing. If you won't explain, then I will. Another reason I know you have faith in us is that you're very easy to read. That's why I know you hate elder heroes. I see it on your face. You hate it when they talk about how good the 60s were for crime fighting and how we youths don't get it. You look down when they gaze at photos of their young, buff years and then slowly walk away sad. You hate when they say something dated, which... I can't blame you for that one. Still, it's weird, because you're fine with saving old civilians. You've never ranted about them, not once. Just the retired superheroes we see giving lectures at work. Why? Nothing. Huh? Well, I think I might know what you're thinking. I overheard you say it while you were talking to Gregory over lunch. He talked about how his idol got into a gross scandal, and you said something like, all the good heroes die young. I didn't want to believe it. You said you knew nothing about the villain we were fighting. Glaciera. She was just another evildoer to you. But I visited your room while you were comatose. I saw a bunch of articles scattered on your bed. On her story. Articles about how she was a beloved hero who could do no wrong, before she snapped one day and nearly killed a lower-tier bank robber for no reason. And now she's been fighting heroes and recruiting villains to take out people she thinks wronged her, like that entire city block. I found more articles on heroes who went bad in one way or another, either through typical celebrity scandals or actual full-blown villainy. You're obsessed with these stories, but you'd never admit that. The last thing I saw in your room finally put all those pieces together and confirmed exactly what I'd suspected for a long time. A poster of Agent Orca, someone you've called your idol, someone who died long ago by pushing a bomb underwater to save a city. And right next to it, a photo of the city's statue to remember their fallen savior. You're afraid. You're afraid of growing old and living with the next generation. You're afraid those future young people are going to look at you the same way you look at the boomers. And even before that, you're afraid you're going to lose yourself somehow, that all of those strong morals will disappear one way or the other. You want to die a young hero so you won't be remembered as anything else. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. My God, how could you? How the hell could you get out of bed every morning and lie to me? No, you absolutely lied. To all of us. You lied by smiling. You lied by saying you were fine. You lied by saying that we could trust you to lead this mission. You lied by saying we would always be friends, and then planning on doing whatever this was. What do you have to say for yourself? No. Are you kidding me? You are not the only person inconvenienced by your death. Do you have any idea how much you mean to me? You look confused. This is my fault. I never told you, did I? I was too strong for that. Too tough. Saying all of this is going to cost me my ego, but I'm grateful for what you've done for me. You saved my life so many times during so many missions. You saved me before we even joined the team, when my only pastime was kicking the crap out of punks in alleyways, all because I was mad at the world. Who was there when I was bleeding out from a fight with another super, ready to die? Who wrapped bandages on me and flew me somewhere better? Who showed me that I could use my power to actually help people and make a difference instead of pitying myself? You did. You've been nothing but helpful. You've been nothing but kind. You've been a hero. And a better hero than I'll ever be. Someone who's inspiring instead of scary. Someone who focuses on saving lives instead of beating up the bad guy. Someone I wish I could be if my power wasn't just for punching big things really hard. The only person I ever get to rescue is you. When I stopped you from hitting the ground, or when I fished you out of that ice-cold lake, I finally got to save a person. And if you think I'm gonna sit back and let that person get themselves killed, all for some statue that they won't even get to see, then you're a better liar than I thought, because you're lying to yourself more than anyone else. Don't go. Please, don't leave me. I don't know what I would do without you. I keep thinking of a world where the ice gets to you. It made me collapse. Someone had to pick me up. Everybody is scared because they've never seen me cry like this. I don't want to let you go. I don't want to. I can't. I'm sorry you had to see that. You're sorry. You really don't know what to do you? I'm not letting you back on the field. Not until several experts say it's okay. I'm also going to tell the rest of the team. They're concerned, just like I was, and they've been asking questions about your behavior and health too. Rebecca especially. They deserve answers. I wish I could sit here and give you all the advice you need to hear to get better, but I can't. All I can say is that I don't want you to die, but I have a feeling that's not going to be enough. So I'm going to find people smarter than me, people who can help you out of this, no matter what. But you have to promise me that you will let yourself be saved. No more hiding it all. No more letting it eat away at you. It all needs to come out. Good. Well, go tell the doctors that you're up now. They'll brief you on the medical side of things. I hope I get to see you at headquarters again. And again.